Hi everyone, in today's video we are going to see about circles. Let me start with the basics. The perimeter of the circle is called as a circumference, and from the center, if we connect anywhere in the circumference, that line is called a radius. The line joining any two points in the circumference, and if it passes through the center, that is called a diameter. At the same time, a line which connects any two points in the circumference, that line is called chord. The longest chord of a circle is the diameter. Moving to the chord properties. First one, a straight line drawn from the center of a circle to bisect the chord, which is not a diameter, is at right angle to the chord. Right angle in the sense the angle will be 90 degree and the line will be perpendicular to the chord. That is the meaning. So OM will be perpendicular to AB. The converse of this one is also true. From the center, if you draw a perpendicular to the chord, that line will bisect the chord. Bisect in the sense AM will be equal to MB. So this is your first property. Move into second one. Equal chords of a circle are equidistant from the center. That is, if they say the chord length is equal, AB is equal to CD, then from the center the distance OQ will be equal to OP. And the converse of this one, from the center, if the distance between the chord, that is OQ, is equal to OP, then we can say the length of the chord is also equal, that is AB will be equal to CD. Moving to arc and segment. An arc is a part of a circumference of the circle. So in this circle, AQB is the minor arc and APB is the major arc. And segment is a part of a circle which is bounded by a arc and a chord. So the smaller portion will be called as minor segment and the major portion is major segment. Moving to the theorems in circles. The first theorem, the angle which an arc of the circle subtends at the center is double that which it subtends at any point on the remaining part of the circumference. That is, the angle at the center, this angle will be twice the angle of what we have in the circumference. So angle AOB will be equal to 2 times the angle what you have in the circumference, that is ACB. In simple words, the angle at C is x means, then the angle at the center will be double of that, that is 2x. Suppose from the point A, if you have two chords like this connecting at some other point, let the point be D, then here also it will be equal to the same x because it will come under the same property. The angle at the center will be twice the angle at the circumference. What you have in the circumference, double of that will be the angle in the center. The same property can also come in this format. Suppose the angle what you have in the circumference, here if it is x, at P if it is x, then the angle at the center it will be double of that, 2x. That is, angle AOB will be equal to 2 into angle APB. Imagine the point P is moved towards here, you will get the same shape. So remember, it can come in the previous format also. Suppose here if it is x, this side, the reflex angle of AOB will be equal to 2x. That is, reflex angle AOB will be equal to 2 into angle APB. In simple word, the statement can be said like this. Angle at the center will be twice the angle at the circumference. Next one, it is same segment property. The angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Same segment means the circle is divided into two segments by the chord AB here. In the major segment, we have three angles C, D, E. All these three angles are in the same segment. So, for example, if this angle C, if it is 30 degree, even the angle D and E will be the same, which is 30 degree. That is called a same segment property. Remember, the angle what you have in the circumference of the same segment, that will be equal. The next one is semicircle property. The angle in a semicircle is a right angle. So the line which connects two points in the circumference passes through the center, that is the diameter. So from the diameter, if you are able to draw a triangle, the angle which is at the circumference, that will be 90 degree. That is a property. Not only here, if you connect somewhere else from here to here and from here to here, that angle also will be equal to 90 degree. Let me mark this as D. So always remember, the angle at the semicircle will be 90 degree. Moving to cyclic property. The first one is the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. First you should know what is cyclic quadrilateral. If all the four vertex of a quadrilateral touches the circumference of the circle, then it is called a cyclic quadrilateral. Then coming to the property, opposite angles, for example angle A and angle C, if you add these two angles, they will be supplementary. Supplementary means 180 degree. So let me give an example. If your angle A is equal to 60 degree, then definitely angle C will be 120 degree. So when we add these two, that is angle DAB plus angle DCB. These two if you add, that is 180 degree. Not only this one, even these two opposite angles, angle D and angle B, these two also will be equal to 180 degree. Angle ADC plus angle ABC, both will be equal to 180 degree. This is your first property in cyclic quadrilateral. Now the second one. The exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to the interior opposite angle. For this cyclic quadrilateral, the exterior angle is angle D. So this will be equal to, for this vertex D, what is the opposite angle? That is the vertex B here. So these two angles will be equal. For example, if your angle is 80 degree and this will be equal to 80 degree. So let me name some of the alphabet here, which is E. So we can write angle CDE will be equal to angle ABC, which is 80 degree. Angle D will be equal to angle B. Another important property of chord. In a circle, equal chords subtends equal angle at the center. So listen carefully. Equal chords means if the chord length AB is equal to CD, then the angle at the center also will be equal. So here if it is X means this angle also will be equal to X. That is angle AOB will be equal to angle COD. Not only for the equal chord, if they say the arc AB is equal to the arc CD, then also this property will be applicable. If the arc length is equal, arc AB is equal to arc CD, then the chord length also will be equal. At the same time, the angle which is subtended by the chord at the center will also be equal. So these are the properties and theorems what we have in circles. We will see few questions in that. Okay, first question. In the given figure, O is the center of the circle. Angle DAE is 70 degree. You have to find angle BCD, BOD and OBD. So first let me write the value what we have in the question. It's given angle DAE. This is equal to 70 degree. Then we have to calculate angle BCD. So BCD is this angle. So you have to think, if you observe ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral and 70 degree is the exterior angle for the cyclic quadrilateral. Now opposite to A, the vertex is C. So it comes under cyclic quadrilateral property. Your first equation, angle BCD will also be 70 degree because the property is the exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to the interior opposite angle. To this vertex A, what is the opposite vertex? That angle it will be equal. So this is 70 degree. So first one, after writing the answer, it's compulsory you have to write the reason inside the bracket. It's enough if you write cyclic property here. Moving to second one. Second one is BOD. BOD, this angle here. Remember the first property. Angle at the center will be twice the angle at the circumference because the starting and ending point of these two are same, B and D. So it will come under the first property. Angle at the circumference is 70 means at the center it will be double of this one. So angle BOD will be equal to 2 into angle BCD, that is 2 into 70 degree, which is 140, and you have to write the reason. Angle at the center will be twice the angle at the circumference. Now moving to a third one. The third one is you have to calculate angle OBD, that is this angle. If you observe in the triangle OBD, OB and OD both are the radius. So this and this will be equal. Since these two are the radius, it is isosceles triangle. So we know the angles which is opposite to the equal sides of an isosceles triangle are also equal. So angle B will be equal to angle D. So let me take some variable here. So here if I take x, here also it will be x. And already we found angle, the central angle, which is 140 degree. Now using angle sum property, that is nothing but the sum of all the angles of a triangle will be 180 degree. Using angle sum property, we can easily find the value of x. That's what we are going to do. Angle OBD plus angle ODB plus angle BOD, which will be equal to 180 degree. It's called angle sum property. So when we substitute the angle, which is x plus 140, 180 degree. So on simplifying, we will get 2x is equal to 40. From this, x is equal to 20 degree. This x is nothing but the third question, that is angle OBD, which is 20 degree. Next question is, in the figure, angle DBC is 58 degree. BD is the diameter of the circle. You have to calculate angle BDC, BEC and BAC. So it's clearly given in the question, BD is the diameter. So we can mark the center point here. Then the value what is given in the question is DBC. So this angle, which is 58 degree. And since BD is the diameter, if you take this triangle BCD, this triangle is in the semicircle. So we can say angle C is equal to 90 degree. The angle at a semicircle will be 90 degree using semicircle property. So BCD will be equal to 90 degree. The next one, they asked us to calculate angle BDC. BDC is this angle. For calculating this angle, you can use angle sum property. In triangle BCD, we already have 58 and 90. So add these two angles and subtract from 180, then you will get the angle D. So to get your first one, that is angle BDC, which is equal to 180 minus 58 plus 90. So this is nothing but your angle sum property. So on subtracting, we get 32. And if you observe, angle D and angle A both are in the same segment. So we can directly write here angle A is also 32. So which is your third question answer. So directly we can write your third one now. So angle BAC, which is equal to 32, it's called same segment property. Moving to your second one, which is angle BEC. This angle ABEC, it's a cyclic quadrilateral, and we all know opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Supplementary in the sense, when you add angle A and angle E, it will be 180 degree. Not only angle A and E, if you observe this BDCE, this is also cyclic quadrilateral. Either you can add A and E or else you can add E and D. So these two also will be 180 degree. So directly you can subtract from 180. 180 minus 32 will be the answer. The reason will be cyclic property. So on subtracting we get 148. It's very simple, children. You have to remember all the properties and practice. When you practice, it will be easy. Hope you all understood, children. See you all with another video.